Yo, welcome to another video. It's Neek D. We're going to pop down real quick to the second lot and then go check out the Drift SC that's down there. I want you guys to help me help peruse, make a decision to either raffle, sell, or keep the drift car.
I can't force these things now. I know, I've seen, I've learned. I'm living.
Yeah, you know what? We lost a lot of inspiration in the last year and a half on these things, and he's the only one that has the other drift car left. So there's options that we can play with. So let's go check it out. I promise him I'd help him sell it, but I'm gonna make this video just out of spite to see how I can fuck with him a little bit. So I figure we can kind of convince Peruse to either raffle it, to sell it, or to keep it. So in this video, let's do like a real quick walk around so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like, what we are selling it for, and then if not, we can do any of those three options, depending on how he feels towards the end of it. 2 years ago, I think he threw it together. That's so crazy how fast things are flying. And so it's still running, driving, and ripping. However, there are a few things that need to be addressed as far as like that front tire being low as fuck, boy. I didn't realize that's why I probably just scraped the rim coming all the way up here. Sick. So let's do a real quick walk around video. And I guess a little more in-depth video, right? Because I've done some content coverage on this, but it was mostly drifting, and then now it's kind of posted up here so we can get an idea of what it looks like and everything. And yeah, so we have this listed on Facebook Marketplace for 13 grand. Now it's got a full angle kit. It comes with 2 sets of wheels and 8 tires extra because those are kind of shot. And I think that's a decent deal, right? Because you got a 1JZ car, twin turbo. So it's the stock twins, a full single exhaust to an HKS, a fun, crazy custom wing he mounted up here, these fat boy 275s that he's been sliding on because he's a fucking nut, and an angle kit. I mean, it's basically as bare bones as you can get with a chassis, but it's pretty much the best setup for a starter drift car, like my IS that I built, right? Like, and that's, I don't want to talk about it because the IS makes me sad. It was such an annoying thing to get rid of, although it was fun at the same time. So check it out. He's got it fully gutted. There's a black and cream dash in here. He's got the tan seats, and then he got rid of all the sound deadening. There's a Q-speed short shifter in there. The harness and everything's all kind of exposed, so it looks kind of ranky-dink in here, but it is crazy functional. That's the best part about it, right? Like, that's, if you're buying it to drift in it, that's really all you're going to do. This thing's ready to get caged tomorrow. So what else we got? The sunroof works, the windows still work, power mirrors and all that shit works, power seats. So there's a lot of things that are still in this car that I got rid of. That was stupid. And I think that's where his benefit is on selling this. The trunk, I think, isn't gutted. Let's see. Okay, so it's missing carpet and that little liner there. Otherwise, very, very fucking stock. I'm pretty sure he resealed it back in the day when he did, or at least had a head gasket or head studs. Honestly, I can't remember. But fuck, we've been ripping this motor in the MK3 and now in this for the last 4 years. So it's, like I said, bare bones setup. BC coils. I think they're 12K and 10K. You guys have seen content on this, like drifting at Sonoma, so it gets down. And then probably, actually, I didn't show any videos out here. We've clutch kicked it around the fucking Port Chicago highway over there a lot. Batteries on. Let's go fucking fire it up. Oh, that still works too. I didn't realize that. I almost just started it up in gear. That would have ran right into my front bumper. That would have been so bad. Yeah, it sounds good. I mean, that HKS is pretty fire. Yeah, it fucking purrs. Like, just completely chilling. So let me throw this on here. So it runs and drives. I just need to put the different wheels on it. But so let's look at it this way. We could do a little raffle setup, right? I could raffle it off like we did on the silver car, and do a little giveaway. Now that's fun and shit, right? And somebody could get the car for $50, $100, whatever we price it at. But he could also just sell it outright and do, let's say he makes 13 grand on it, and then he can go and put that towards his blue car, get that running again, or another build. Or the other option is us to just keep it. We could just stash it here or wherever either of us live. We could use it as a drift car for content. I think the problem out here, though, is how expensive it is to continue to like drift or like go to the track. It's not a very cheap hobby, especially when you have other hobbies or like you get a little older. Like we're both in our 30s now. Well, I'm almost 30. And there's just different priorities that shift, right? Like there's certain things that you spend money on and certain things you don't anymore. And so we could go to the track here and there, but I just don't think that we'll be avid track goers. I don't think we're like once a week kind of guys, right? It doesn't make any sense. But because we already have the car, we could just keep it. There's no reason to get out of it. It's not going to cost us any more to hold on to it. But what I've been trying to get him to sell it was he can use the money for other stuff, other project, other builds, whatever else he wants to do while he's not driving it. The thing is, he's been just letting it sit like I had going on with the silver car. And so that's where I'm like, I'd rather him benefit from getting the money out of selling it, and he can use it for a different project or something else right now that he'll actually be able to apply it to. And then if he did sell it, the other beneficiary is the kid who buys this, or the person, whoever, can take a car immediately to go put it to use and drift it. And so like, if this is just going to sit and we're not going to do anything about it, that's where I like weigh the odds and say, okay, well, fucking get rid of it and take the money and put it towards something else that you will do and will use. Like, I guess in the last like year or so, I just kind of have ran into this thing where I feel like you should start taking advantage of your days, right? Like, I don't want to say I don't want to do this fucking profits that are numbered or limited or whatever, but right, like you don't know if you're gonna get clipped by a car on the freeway fucking tomorrow or whatever happens, right? Like, if you're not gonna keep enjoying what you have and you've let it sit for so long, you could just get rid of it. So unless we can spur some random inspiration to keep this car and slide it, I just don't really see us keeping it, but there is still that possibility there. It's a very small chance. So you guys chime in the comments, say what you think we should do. Again, it could be any of those three options. It could be raffle, sell, keep. There's options here. So yeah, I don't know. Trying to figure it out. Trying to get shit going again. Especially because I'm trying to get him going on the blue car again. So that'll bring me to bring this thing out and fucking finally drive it instead of letting it sit here and get all gross and dusty. God, it's so annoying. I probably flat spotted those bitches already. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. I drove it like a couple weeks ago. So yeah, let's hear what you guys think, and then we'll go from there. This car looks so good. It's so annoying. Look at this shit. So let me close this. I mean, look at that. With the wing right there. That thing looks nasty. That's such a sick looking car. Why the fuck are we getting rid of it? I feel like this is that bullshit graveyard at like the Nico circuit where all those cars just sit and die. This is this lane right here. We gotta stop doing this.